Gentleman yields back. Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Nebraska, Mr. Bacon.
Thank you both for being here. I appreciate you both, and I applaud your service, General Cavoli, and congratulate you. I served in Europe. I was the commander at Ramstein, deputy commander at 3rd Air Force. I know the importance of NATO. It's been the bedrock or the foundation of our security for 7 decades. And I know the threat that Russia poses. I've studied it my whole career. So my first question for Ms. Thompson. I have significant concerns about our approach to relations with Russia. I do not like how we are treating Russia with kid gloves like they're our friend. And often we use very harsh words towards our allies in Europe and Ukraine in particular. Does this administration see Russia as a potential partner in things such as resolving tensions in the Middle East? I'm just trying to get to motives.
Congressman, what I would say is as the interim national defense strategy guidance points out, Russia, Iran, North Korea, China still pose great threats, and we live in an extremely dangerous security environment. And so I would acknowledge that up front, just to get to the crux of your question. What I would say is the goal for President Trump in peace negotiations is obviously to bring both sides to the table, and to do that, we have to make sure that both scales are balanced to get both parties in a room and talking. And so, what I would say from what you're seeing from the administration is that at the end of the day, the goal is to get both sides to the table and keep both sides at the table so that we can get to the overall objective that I think we all share, which is an enduring peace in Ukraine.
Does this administration believe that improved bilateral, including economic relations between the U.S. and Russia, is worth pursuing once peace in Ukraine has been achieved?
Sir, unfortunately, I can't speak to those dynamics. I would direct you to the State Department for any sort of follow-on diplomatic elements that would come after this. The Department of Defense is squarely focused on supporting President Trump's efforts to reach an enduring peace.
I just wish we had clear moral clarity when it comes to Russia and Ukraine. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Who's the invader? Who's the victim? And who's committing the war crimes? And I applaud the efforts for peace. But we can't whitewash Russia's behavior to get them to the table. I think we all see what they're doing, and we should be very clear about it. My next question is General Cavoli. I'm deeply concerned about the security situation in Eastern Europe with the ongoing invasion of Ukraine by war criminal Putin. I believe that if he is not stopped in Ukraine, he will continue to turn his attention towards other former Soviet states like Moldova, or going next to the Baltic nations, Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. Will the U.S. maintain its presence in these countries to ensure that Russia is deterred from further aggression?
Sir, clearly that will be a policy decision that will be made as time goes on. We're in a good position right now.
Is it correct that the department's considering pulling out 2 rotational brigades out of Europe?
Sir, as I said earlier, there's a constant review of this all the time. Usually the dynamic is services are asking to recover some forces. They have readiness concerns, modernization concerns. So those discussions continue right now.
I think it'd be a grave mistake to pull forces out of Europe right now. I mean, this is the time to deter Russia, and I think withdrawing forces is a sign of weakness, and it lowers our deterrence. One more follow-up question with you, General Cavoli. While I agree with the administration that focusing on China as our top threat is essential, I worry that we must not take our eye off of Russia and Europe. I believe adamantly that Putin will take any sign of U.S. weakness in Europe as a chance to continue his campaign of aggression in the former Soviet territories. What is the overall U.S. military posture in Europe going forward?
The overall posture for the U.S. military will be to accomplish the objectives that we talked about a few minutes ago in my opening statement and in some of my responses to questions are, first and foremost, to defend the United States of America forward. Second, to arrange for and to support U.S. operations and other combatant commands and throughout Europe. And then, of course, to fight and deter as part of NATO, to deter Russia. So we participate in NATO's deterrent strategy. We're a vital part of that. I expect that to continue going forward.
Could you, in my last remaining seconds, just talk about the importance of the Baltic states? I'm the Baltic Security Caucus chairman, and they're right on the front lines.
Yeah, they are right on the front lines. They are absolutely one of the places that the Russian Federation has focused their attention on. Their preliminary attention setting up a narrative of disputed territories and things like that, passport diplomacy with Russian language people, subversion campaigns and sabotage campaigns, all of those things. So they are certainly on the front line. They know it. They respond. They all spend over 2%. Estonia is over 3%. They've all devoted a huge fraction of their national power.
Gentleman's time's expired.